And we are live. Hope everyone's had a good day. I could have done, but I didn't. Just to practice today. I've been locked out of my house for the majority of the day because the city centre was shut down because of an explosive device or something. Right outside my building, which is great. Live on both, live on YouTube and TikTok. Cool. First ball I've hit today, so we'll see. Yeah, I think this was a grenade. But it shut down most of the city, most of like the area I live anyway. It shut it down. Shooting. Okay, let's get going. Yeah, I probably will, Mitch. I haven't played all day. It's been a bit of a stressful day today, actually. So yeah, I'm not expecting much, but we'll see. See how it goes. I'm just going to go straight in. Again, I'm not expecting to play very well, but just going to go straight into trying to clear the table from the break. Welcome anyone on YouTube who's tuning in for the first time, and guys who've been here before. Same on anyone watching on TikTok. Okay, let's get a break. Let's see what happens. I'll teach you something new you can show your friends. First comment on YouTube today. I'll do that after this break. After this attempt at a clearance, anyway. Alright, so nothing down. Not the best break for the first break of the day. Gotta go reds. Try and grab again. It's just not a clearance on either, but we'll give it a go. That's just made it 10 times easier. Like that. Okay. So much better break coming up, hopefully. So the person on YouTube who specifically asked Show me a shot that will impress my friends. This only really works on an English 8-ball table, not an American table. You need jaws that are rounded. Now, it might take me a couple of attempts, but what you're trying to do is pop the black off of the jaws. You're aiming for the jaw that's closest to the black. So if the black is in this pocket, you're aiming, and the cue ball is here, you're aiming to the jaw that is closest to the black. And from there, you're playing it with topspin, and what should happen, it should hit that jaw, and go across and pop the black. Again, it will probably take me 10 attempts knowing my luck, but yeah, there's one. Two. Alright. When you do the 45 ball drill, I will, depending on, I probably will, but it depends on how I'm playing. I'm not counting that first frame. That was a practice. So the key, Alexa, skip. The key to that shot, the star, is A, you have to subscribe if you haven't already, and B, you have to play it with topspin into that jaw. No worries. Alright. I was going to say a bit of a better break. It is better, but it's still not great. I think we've got to go reds. No first yellow. No, don't break with the same cue or you potentially damage the tip. That's why I use a break cue. Alright, so I've got to go reds here. First red is the one to the middle. I don't know if this red goes. It must do, surely. Try and leave it second, I think. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. I thought the yellow was going to move here, so I just roll this in and then have the plant. Surely that goes. This looks easy, but that doesn't. I don't know. I can see this not going in. I don't know why. Just had a feeling that wasn't going to go in. All right, what's the finish here? So I think a lot of people would look at this ball and think this is the last ball, but if you pop this last, so say you play this, and then you go, say you pop this to there, and then you play this one to here, it's a little bit awkward to get on the black from this ball. Whereas if you play this to here, then play this to here, it's really easy to get from that red onto the black. So that's what I'm just weighing up now. Can I potentially play this ball last? I don't think I can. I'd need to be here, other side of that jaw. Maybe. Maybe. So you can see now, well, as long as I make the pot, I'd like to have been a centimetre over, but I'm in a position where I don't have to do anything with the cue ball, and I'm guaranteed a shot on the black, where I would have had to have done something with the cue ball on if I'd left that red till last. First frame, what can I say? Anyway, 0-1. Snatched at that one a little bit. But hopefully that isn't the story of the day. No worries, Shivam. Glad you enjoy it. Black into left middle. I can't even remember where the black was. Wait a minute. Off of which ball? I can't remember, mate. I'll be honest. My head's all over the place. It's not been a great day, and I'm not expecting much from this stream, so apologies. I just can't even picture. I can't picture where the last 4 balls were. That's the kind of day it's been. My head's already forgotten about them. It's probably not a good thing. Go away. It was looking great until cue ball went where it did. Right. What do you do here then? I think I've got to go yellows. And my only shot is this yellow in here, but the black is flying into the black, and the black could easily go in that middle off of the yellow. I don't think it does, but it could. No, I think I'm hitting the black and it goes up towards these reds, hopefully. Could have done with being left here for this. But I'm on a ball, so that's the most important thing. Alright, so as long as I pop this, I'm going to pop this one first. Alright, so now the order. Obviously, if you look at where the black is, I've got 2 choices for the first ball. This ball or this ball. Most likely I'm going to play this one. And then if you look at where the black is, the closest ball to the black is this one, which would probably tell me this is going to be the last ball. I don't love where this yellow is, so if I can knock it out of there, I'm probably going to be leaving myself a shot at that, but let's see. Do I play that ball now? It's a bit awkward. Alright, I'm going to leave myself a shot on this, something like this. So this ball, hit this cushion, land around here. If I'm on this ball, then I'll play it. But if not, I'm going to play this one first. Come back to here and hope to have a choice of 1 and 2. I'll likely play 1 to there, 2 to there, and then all I've got to do is leave the cue ball there for the black in the corner. Not super easy, but let's see. So if I'm on that yellow now, straight on that yellow. Oh God, this is ugly. And I'm on that yellow. Okay, I can't. Can I play this one now? No, I can. I can screw straight back. Hopefully end up literally directly next to the red. Okay, so I've got the choice of the 2. And now I'll pick which one based on where the cue ball is. So the cue ball on this one, I wanted to play this one here, but where I'm not in this position, I can't come straight back to where the chalk is to play this next. The cue ball is moving towards this red, which will mean it finishes there, which is terrible for this ball. Whereas if I play this ball now and leave the cue ball there, I can at least play that ball and try and come back for the black into the corner. So that's what I'm going to do. I want to be ideally as straight as possible, maybe a slight angle on this. Can't screw it back too far. And it's a difficult shot, so. Should have just played it soft. Anyway, so dead straight. Just make that pop. make that pot and it's an easy finish. Alright. Hoodie's got to come off now. Time to get serious. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Brand of cue. The cue that I recommend is the Ultimate Pool Master Cue. Link to it is in my bio on YouTube and on TikTok. Glad to hear you're learning from it. I haven't seen the chat, but there's people saying stuff like "give over" or something. Basically, if you're not a fan of me talking through what I'm doing, then obviously this is not the right channel for you. No offense taken by that from me. But that is what I do on these streams. I could just play in silence, but it'd be pretty boring for most people, I think. If I'm not playing a match, then this is what I tend to do, is talk out loud about what I'm doing and why. And it gives you guys an insight as opposed to just watching me pot balls. So. Oh, it's alright, I'm not going to change the way I do things. It's worked for me so far, so. This is a horrible layout again. Alright, so we look at the problem balls first. You can't go yellows. These two are just too difficult. Don't really have a shot on a yellow. This red, I can at least move that red if I want to. It doesn't go in any corner, so. I've got to move this red. Ideally, I've got to move this red. And this is the worst red on the table, so I'm probably going to try and get back into a position like this at some point to go off that one into that and move it. To be honest, if I get past 3 balls, I'll be surprised, but we'll see. First job, move that red. And don't stick the cue ball behind the yellow. Alright, next we've got a cross double. I don't like playing this to the top right hand corner, or bottom left hand corner if you're on YouTube. I don't like playing it down there because it's just difficult. I much prefer to try and aim for the far edge of the red and put it into the middle. It's a difficult shot, but if I hit it right, it should go in. Oof, it was close. But yeah, again, I wasn't surprised at getting past one ball, not being able to get past one ball there, so. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing about pool, is everyone will have their opinions on what a good layout is and what the perfect pattern is. I think we can all agree that that was a crap break. Well, not a crap break, but a really bad split. And whenever it's like that, you're probably not going to go for a finish. I think a lot of people who like potting balls, like myself included, tend to go for it a little bit too much. And so if you practice like that and you play like that in matches where you're going for absolutely everything, you're most likely going to hand your opponent an easy finish. So. Okay, so it's a better split. I'll ask you guys, what would you go for, reds or yellows? Write it in the chat. I think there's only one answer, but don't know. Actually, looking at it, yeah, right, reds or yellows, what would you go for? And then I'll tell you what I would do and why. Oh, man. I mean, they're both difficult. Again, I'll give myself maybe a 20% chance of finishing either, especially the way I'm playing at the minute. The problem with yellows, this ball doesn't go in the corner. It's the worst ball on the table. This ball is also bad. The problem with reds, this ball isn't terrible because you could potentially say land here for this ball and then on it to the middle. This ball is bad for reds because it doesn't go past this red, so that's the worst red. The other problem with yellows is the black. It goes to the corner, but it's really far away from all the other yellows, so I think I'm leaning towards reds, but again, I'm not super confident. If I was playing in a match, I would pop this one to here, come to here, pop that red there to there, and then I would probably put that red over the jaws and let my opponent try and do something. So, yeah. But again, we'll try and get a clearance just for the sake of it. So you can see what I was saying earlier about landing here, playing this, and then playing to the middle. I'm going to do that, but getting from this middle pocket to any one of this red or this red is going to be super difficult. Which is why I don't really want to leave it to the middle. It's pointless. It's not going to leave me any shot. I could easily leave the cue ball where the red is, play that middle, but then there's just nothing from there. I'll try and make something happen. I mean, I haven't got anything else, so I've got to leave it for the middle. But you can see the problem I've got. What do you do after this? In no man's land. Try and get as far over as possible. Now getting from this second to last red to this last red is just a nightmare, really. I could potentially move that. It's a bold shot. If it follows the right angle, I should be able to play this with a little bit of left-hand side, put it in there. Difficult pot. Hit this cushion, hit this cushion, hit this cushion and move that red. It's a 1 in 10, but we'll see. Of course you move it. I moved it another way, but I did move it. The problem is I can't really see it. I can see another half of it. Cross double into here. Same shot as earlier. Oh, that is so annoying. That is so annoying. Anyway, and that's why you don't go for a clearance when it's too difficult, because now my opponent's got 7 yellows in the black and it's easy for them. So, lesson 1, don't go for it if it's not there. Cheers, Tony. How are you doing, mate? All good? Sec. No, I'll play snookers as very much as a last resort, but yeah, I tend to try and clear the table. Right, can we just have a break where I'm at least leaving myself a chance at something? Very similar scenario to the last 4 games. Very similar. Not really leaving myself any kind of 50% or above clearances. It's all just some problems and stuff. Anyway, try and make something happen. Gotta go reds, I think. Don't see a first yellow, so I've got to go reds. Get this red out early. I'm going to try and do it with this red now, knowing that I should be leaving myself a shot at this. Or there. Or this. Okay, so now we can finally figure out an order for these ones. So based on where the black is, you look for a pocket for the black. I think again the mistake a lot of beginners make is they look at the first ball and the first ball you're going to pop, and they'll often see a ball that's really easy, like this one's easy to the middle, and they don't think about the route between this one, and then the black. So try and work backwards in a situation like this. Based on where the black is, you know the black has to go into this corner, so that means you're probably not going to leave this ball until last, because then you've got to come back behind the black and pot it. If you leave this ball till last, you can just come over to here and pot the black in the opposite corner. So this ball is last, which tells me I need to work backwards from which one of these two is best to go first, and then which one goes second, play the third one, etc., etc. I'm happy to leave the cue ball pretty much where the red is. So what I can do is play the red, play the side of the red, a little bit of topspin should take me here, and then roughly around there to finish this the way that I was saying. It needs a bounce. I should have hit that a bit harder. And you can see the angle's not good. Not good. Just terrible. Terrible ball. It's all because I didn't hit that previous one hard enough. It's an easy finish as well. If I'm not making any like that, this is going to be 0-10, guaranteed. But I'll take heed from the fact that I predicted today would be terrible. So, as long as I'm hitting balls, for me that's the goal, pot balls today. Don't worry about how I'm playing, just pot balls. And hope to make at least one clearance. Anyway, if you guys have got any questions, feel free to ask. Again, live on TikTok, YouTube. Trying to string something together. Not working at the minute, but we'll see. Slightly better split, probably the best split so far. And this should be a finish. If I'm not finishing this, I might just give up. I could go for either here. I think I prefer yellows, but I really don't like this yellow. Unless I play it first as a plant. With reds, alright, we're going to go reds. A lot of people would think yellows because they've got the middle of the table, but this ball's difficult. I don't really want to play a plant first shot. I could, but I don't want to. This red to there. Ideally, this red to here. This red, somewhere like there for this red. And then this red goes there. The key after these four, this could go in any order, these four, as long as I end up there from the fourth one of these four. Then it's this one, black into the corner, or somewhere. Black into a pocket would be nice. Again, I was saying these four will go in any order. That's probably going to be true. I'm going to change the order that I was talking about. Again, as long as I make it over to here last. This ball's last, and that's going to get me probably around here, actually. struggle today, man. Such a struggle today. Shit is that? Alright, let's try and get it in this middle pocket. Okay, I predict this live lasting about another 5 minutes at this rate, honestly. This is terrible. Might have to start doing some drills in a sec, mixing it up a little bit. Alexa, skip. Alright, let's try and get a break from clearance from a foul break. Try and go yellows, but first shot this one, second shot this one, try and move that one. Ignore what I just said. This is terrible. Oh dear. 2 in 1. Hope not. Oh. Well, I didn't expect the clearance I'd get to be that one. I don't know if you saw how I was rushing every shot there. I'd given up on that clearance about 2 shots in. So, it's always the way, isn't it? Yeah, cue ball is smaller than the colours, yeah. In English 8 ball. The reason being is the cue ball needs to be smaller to go back to the cue ball return, which you see in pubs. They brought that in, and then I think it's just the case that they never got rid of that. So English 8 ball has always had a smaller cue ball to the reds and the yellows. Links to the cues are in my TikTok bio or YouTube bio. Could we do 2 in a row? That'd be sweet. Just give me an easy yellow. All right, going yellows, making 2 clearances back to back. Let's go. Yeah, is always the way. You're right. Okay, so the yellows. I don't love the reds because of where the black is, so I'm going yellows. got there. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Can we make it 3? Welcome to the 800 of you on TikTok, 100 of you on YouTube. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. English 8 Ball Paul, trying to clear the table from the break. If you've got any questions about the game or anything, let me know and I'll try and answer it. The link to my table is in my bio. Be sure to check it out. Don't go there. Alright, we've got to go yellows. Don't have a red. In fact, I don't even know if I've got a yellow. I might just re-rack these. No, I can't see this yellow, so I'm just re-racking and I'm not counting that. I refuse. If I can't see a ball on my first shot, that's a rule right there. Re-rack. No, not a pro. Not good enough to be a pro, unfortunately. Good enough to be a content creator on socials, though. Oh, come on. Fine. Okay. Interesting. If you go reds, and this is the hardest ball, but you should be able to land on it fairly easily. If you go yellows, you could go either, but I think the fact that there's a gap between 3 yellows and 3 yellows, you've got to try and travel and land perfectly on these 3 to then pot the black in really only one pocket unless you get back over here. But getting from one of these 3 to this position is really difficult. So you'd most likely end up playing it to the middle. With reds, what you've got to do is figure out a pattern probably with these 4, play that one into there, play that one into there, leave the cue ball here, finish with this one, and then just go round the back of the black to pot it there. So I think for that reason I'm going to go reds. Could actually do this a different way. No. Okay, so yeah, the last 3 shots, how I was saying a second ago. Do I double that yellow, that red? Do I double that red? That would be a bit silly. Just play it into a big pocket. Got to be closer to it than that though. That's a bad shot. Twice across, hopefully off the yellow. Stop, stop, stop. Alright, is that 3 in a row? Although it was a reverse clearance, that's 3 in a row, I think. So finally starting to warm up. Not good enough to be a pro, mate. Not consistent enough, as you've seen. Basically, if you look at the scoreboard, see how I've cleared up 3 times and I've missed 5. If I was pro, it would at least be the opposite way round, but it'd probably be about 6 and 2. At least 5 and 3, 6 and 2, something like that. Professional pool player, someone plays on a professional tour and is a registered professional with either the IPA or the or Ultimate Pool. Oh, what'd you do here then? Both red and yellow down the end there is stuck. Because it protects the grey cloth when you drop the balls in the triangle. Otherwise you end up with divots in the cloth. So I think with this problem here, unless you end up leaving until last and doubling the yellow, you're going to have to break that out. The best way to do that is either with something like this on this yellow to go here and hit that, or similar on this red to hit here and hit the yellow and leave the red out. So depending on which colour you go for, that's the ideal way of splitting them. The problem with reds is this isn't a great ball either. The thing is with yellows, this isn't a good ball. So do I try and get clever here? I'm probably going to end up potting the white on the shot. That's risky. I'm going to go yellows. Go straight into this red. Knew I was going to do that. I was trying to break that yellow out with that red, but I knew the white was going to go in there. I thought it might stop dead, but I had a very strong feeling. And I broke out the ball that I wanted to as well. Oh, that's irritating. But anyway, start again. Broke the streak. That's annoying. What does the chalk do? Creates friction between the cue and the cue ball, allowing you to spin the ball. So the chalk I recommend is Town V10. Alright, write the colour you guys will go for in the chat, reds or yellows. In fact, I might not even need to ask you that. Yeah, that yellow doesn't really go past that red easily. I think you've got to go reds. There's not really an option for yellows. Don't love this ball, but we'll come back for it. I think I've got to try and land on this ball now, and hopefully you guys have been watching long enough that you should be able to see a pattern between all 6 reds, which means the cue ball doesn't really have to travel that much. I'll give you like 10 seconds, but you will figure out an exact pattern between the last 6 and it should be a bit obvious. Oh, which camera to look at? Alright, so hopefully you got the same as me. Well, there's a couple of ways you could do this, but the obvious way is ball 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The cue ball doesn't really have to move much at all if you do it like that. The only thing you got that's difficult is this shot is missable, but if you make it, easy finish. It's almost like a practice drill, that pattern. So yeah, I think if there's anyone out there who finds that you lose control of the cue ball a lot, if you notice there, on every single shot, I hit it really gently. I didn't whack the white. I didn't hit the white at all. And I think the mistake a lot of beginners make is you hit the ball too hard. Don't worry about whacking it too hard. Work on cue ball control versus pace. And if you hit the ball softer, you'll stay in control more. In most situations. This is 8-ball Paul. Okay, we're on 4 clearances, 6 missed shots in 10 frames. I'll take it. Oof. Okay, now obviously this one isn't as dot to dot as the one that I just showed you. There's a pattern in there somewhere, so it's just a case of trying to figure out the pattern. I think you have to go, annoyingly, I've got to go yellows. I'd like to go reds, but I don't really have an easy first red. So I've got to go yellows here. This yellow isn't easy, neither are these two. In fact, they might be that difficult that I actually choose to go on reds. Yeah, they don't pass each other as well. These 3 are super difficult if you go yellows, and also the first shot on yellows isn't mega easy either. So I think what I'm going to try and do is make a difficult first shot on reds, hope to leave the cue ball with a shot on one ball, and then figure out a finish from there. Leave me a shot on something. Anything. Anywhere but there. I'm on a ball, but I really don't want to play this one now. I think I've got to though. I've got to play that one. So now I'm starting to kind of, well, hopefully as long as I can do this, hit this one in there and go up to there. Could I play that? I don't like playing that red. That's not 4 and 7, it's 4 and 6. Right, so starting to think a couple of shots ahead. This ball, I'd hope to be able to miss these yellows and land here. If I do, what that tells me is these 2 reds are going to be last based on the black going in there. If I pop these 2, then pop these 2, I've got to get back to this position where I don't need to do anything if the cue ball's in that position. So first job, try and land where the chalk is. Do everything I can to avoid hitting the yellows, but it's difficult to not hit them. Don't do that. I mean, black still goes in that corner, but it might be that that goes to the middle now. I'll take it though, it was a hard shot to control. Better than hitting the yellows. So now it's a case of coming up table, dealing with these 2 hopefully, then these 2, then the black. If I can land here, that'd be great. Pretty much, I'll take that. Right, so now we figure out a pattern between the last 4. 1 obviously to there for 2. And then I think I'll go here for 3, maybe there. Play that 3rd, bottom left-hand side, kick off this cushion to here, and then it's 4. Either try and hold the cue ball forward slightly or roll forwards to here and play the black in the middle. Too straight. Would have liked to have been about an inch over to the right. Should be able to get on this last red though. Slightly off straight. It's not a problem. It just means that now I can't play topspin to run through for the middle or hold it for the corner. So I've got to play with a little bit of right hand side, go through this gap and land here for the black in the same pocket. Cheers, Tom. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate the follows, the subs, the likes, the shares. Cheers, guys. Okay, let's go again. Five and 6, I'll take that. So out of the last 6 frames, I've cleared up 5 of the last 6 from the break, which I'll take. Yeah, it's much better chalk. Leaves no marks on the table. And it creates more friction. It doesn't necessarily create more friction than triangle, which is the old chalk. But, yeah, so I saw your message. The problem with that, I'll come back to the chalk. The problem with the video is it's really flickery. So we're going to have to make another one in April if you're there. Message me on TikTok. You've already messaged me. I saw your message this morning, but I was planning on getting back to you later today. But yeah, the video, I don't know if you've seen my other clearance videos, but the lights, it's a really bad quality video. So we've got to redo it basically. But yeah, we'll do it the next time in early April. Back to the chalk. Yeah, triangle leaves loads of marks on the table, and also, which then gets on the balls and creates kicks, whereas town doesn't do that. All right, so we don't have a yellow, so we're going reds. The exact order. We know based on where the black is, it only goes in this pocket, so it is obvious that this is the last ball because you only have to move the cue ball here. Say if I pop that early and then I try and get on the black from this ball last, I'm not going to be able to really super easily. So don't need to do anything with the cue ball if I leave that last. So now I just figure out how do I get to a point where that is my last ball. Obvious answer, 1. Well, not an obvious answer, but the answer. 2. Probably 3. 4. 5. 6. But could change, but I doubt it. Okay, so I've come a little bit thin on this red. I wanted to be here. I thought the white was going to take a little bit more of a bounce. So I'm probably going to play this second last and this last. So I'm going to go past this red to leave that one, which gets me on this one, which gets me on this one. Don't really need to do anything with the cue ball on this. Leave that shot. I'm fine with leaving that long. Could get to the middle. Could play it to middle, but I don't want to get greedy with moving the white. So if I tried to go here and say I'd landed there, or say I'd landed here, that would have been really bad. So Kind of just made it as easy as for myself as possible, not moving the white that much. A little bit more angle than I would have liked, but should be able to hold for the black. A little bit of bottom left just to kill the cue ball. Cool. 6 and 6 from being 5-0 down. I'll take it. It's like Bournemouth against Luton. What shot do you find the hardest to play? Rail shots, personally. But recently they've been okay. I never get on a rail shot and think this is 100% going in. Whereas most balls in open play, I'll be like, I don't need to worry about this going in because it's in. So whenever you're on a shot where you have to think, oh God, I don't know if this is going to go in, and you start to doubt yourself, you're either going to miss or you're going to mess up position, one of those two. All right, so that is 6 out of 7 dishes, they're called, or clearances from the break and runs, whatever you want to call them. 6 out of 7. Go in. All right, so we're looking at the layout. Problem red with yellows. Is that a problem? Yes. I don't like this yellow. I do prefer reds in general, but obviously this is a bad ball unless it doesn't go anywhere. I really want to go reds though. The reds, other than this one, the reds are super easy. You just got to figure out how to move that basically. So which ball is the one that's going to move that ball? So try and do it early. So I want to play this ball. Is that too thin? No, if I can land here, or even if I land where the red is, yeah, I should be able to pop that. If I land where the red is, pop that and play to stun into that and move it. A worst case scenario, if the cue ball lands here and I'm snookered behind this red sits here, I should be leaving myself a shot on this. So that is hopefully the way that we're going to get out of this problem. Might be too straight. Have an angle. Don't like the angle. Don't like the angle at all. The black is in such an annoying place because this is easily developed from these two, but the black's just terrible. Still think I'll try and move it with this shot though. Alright, now it should be an easy finish. Okay, so again, pattern play. Slightly annoying angle on this, which doesn't allow me to get this side of the red. I'm going to be this side, which leaves an off straight red to the middle, which leaves me over here. So that's slightly irritating. All right, depending on where the cue ball lands from this first ball, try and come off the cushion. Leave me straight. All right, that's better. Right, so I like that angle. I didn't like being that side of the red. Okay, so now the finish should be red to here, red to there, red to there, top spin through, black to the corner. If I overhit it, I don't think I'm too concerned. I'd rather not. that is 7 out of 8 clearances in a row. It's like that. I think I had 3, then I missed one, and then I've had 4. What should you focus on? Buying your own cue, buying your own town chalk, going down to your local pool hall and seeing if they have a coach. Literally the 3 things that I would say to do. But invest in coaching, don't just watch videos of people doing it. But two first things I would do: buy a cue, buy some chalk. All right, 7 and 6. See if we can keep this momentum going. We get a ball. Bit of a cluster in the middle of the table. Don't love yellows. I don't really have a yellow, unless I can play the one in the middle. If I can, I'll probably go yellows. No, I could play that, but no. I think with reds, this looks like a mess, and it is, but with reds, you could potentially play that now, but that's quite a difficult shot, and if I misjudge that, I'll be really annoyed. Do I though? Do I play that and go straight into that red? Yeah, got to back myself to make this. Try and go into that red, or do I just play the plant? Yeah, I'm going to play the plant, because this red is going to move over here, and then when I come back to pop that should get me on this. Open them up the way I wanted. Didn't open them up that much. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing. That red going into that middle is very handy. Doesn't go to the corner. Slow or stop. So we're just a little bit fiddly, this. Wish I'd played that earlier. It's just half a pocket. I don't like the fact that it's half a pocket. All right, so what I'm going to do, play this ball first, come back to here and leave myself a choice of this one and this one. Let's get this ball out of the way. It's probably one of the harder ones on the table. Okay, so now the pattern becomes a little bit more obvious. I can play this one to there, play this one to here, play this one to here, play that one, and then either go there for the black or there for the black off of that red. No, too much. Slight angle, but not the angle I would have liked. Now I've got to play this at pace to get down to here. Got to stun it. A little bit straight. Okay, so the key here is to land there. If I'm there, it's not great. If I'm there, it's terrible. Has to be on that spot. Just past the white line. Actually there. weird angle. I think I've got to leave the black in here. Oh, no, I don't like that at all. God, this looks easy, but the yellow is in a super awkward position. God, this is awkward. I might just take my medicine and screw into the yellow, leave a really difficult black. Not difficult black, but just not a dead straight black. It's very missable. Cool. Alright, so this is probably the best streak of frames I've had in a very long time. That is 8 clearances in pretty much in a row. That is 8 out of 9 in a row. I was 0 and 5, and so I've had 8 breaking clearances back to back, with 1 miss in the middle. I'll take it though, considering I didn't think I was going to be able to play very well today at all. Oh mate, you watch. Big Lou, we just need a group of 30 people coming in to play killer. Don't pot a white, pot something. Alright, first difficult frame in a while. Still makeable, but difficult. I think I've got to go yellows. First shot, let's play this one and hope to go into this red and break these two up. Not a very high percentage chance for clearance here, but we'll give it a go. Oof, actually, no. I want to go into that yellow ideally, not the red. First miss in fucking ages. I'll take it though. The streak couldn't last forever. You know it, mate. Better split. Just don't sit on any cushions. It was all looking so good until just everything went wrong. Alright, so 5% chance for clearance, but let's try. First shot, play this, land in this gap. Not that gap. That's terrible. Starting to miss now. Although the last 2 breaks, I'll cut myself some slack. They weren't easy. To be honest, I'm just happy I got 8 clearances. If this is where the wheels fall off, then so be it. If you want to re-watch this live, by the way, I will be posting this on my YouTube channel afterwards. For anyone on TikTok who isn't watching this, who's been watching it and want to re-watch it, yeah, I'll be posting on my YouTube straight after this live, basically. Twice in a row. 2 frames back to back that has happened. Want an easy red, don't have an easy red. Can't go yellows, don't have an easy yellow. Annoying. Let's try and get this red. Break that red out, stop. Okay, so these 3 are easy. I don't like how it's going to finish though. God, it's going to be a difficult finish. Right, what I've got to figure out is from these 3, how do I get either there or behind into that position? Because then it's just a case of 1, 2, black. This goes in the middle. Nope. Oh. No, that red doesn't go into that corner, otherwise I would have played it from this ball. Doesn't go past the black. Has to go middle. Okay, what I'm going to try and do... Does it? No, it definitely doesn't. This is the ball that gets me basically onto one of these. What I can do actually, I can play this one, leave the cue ball here for this ball 3rd. Now I'm aiming to land here. If I overrun it and snooker myself on this ball, I'm at least leaving myself this ball to the middle. So there's a little bit more margin for error. That's what I'm trying to do, and then play them opposite each other and then go from there. Bit of more of an angle than I would have liked, but again, should be able to get a grip from the cushion and land here or here, one of the 2. I want it to be here though, a little bit more up. Hit that red, yellow, pot it, that's fine. Right, I'm on the one to the middle, that's the most important thing. Not on the cushion. Anywhere but on the cushion. Okay. 9 and 8. Let's go. I need one more clearance to have a miracle comeback with this in this set. I might edit this entire live actually. If I get to 10 before, I might edit the live. Into a video. All right, one good break. Let's go. Give me an easy red. Give me an easy red, and these are easy. Don't have a very easy red. Right, so we're gonna have to go yellows. The key with yellows is playing this ball first. You've got to get rid of that. That's a bad ball otherwise. Look at where the black is. Not mega easy to land on from anything, but you're probably going to pot it like this to this corner. That tells me that this ball is not last. So I'll get rid of that early. I think the last ball might be this one. Come back up table, land here, play black. Or is it? This is not an easy pattern. Not an easy pattern at all. Alright, let's just start potting some balls and figure stuff out. This red and this red are just a nightmare. So this is going to take me a second because I really want to make this clearance. And I know if I just start, I'm not going to finish. So this ball actually is looking like it has to be the last ball. I can't get from that ball to this ball because of this red. I have to get really from this ball to that ball and then play that onto the black because these four will follow each other. Alright. No, okay, so the order, if I get it, 1 to there, 2 to there, 3 to there, ideally 4, 5, 6, and if I can get from there out into this space, I'll have a shot on the black. Alternatively, I might try and go into, say, this red and leave the black in the corner from that yellow. Okay, so again, try not to go in off, land roughly where the chalk is. And then play that to there, play that. Have to be straight on that. I can't have this angle, I've got to run forwards further. I'm quite far from this yellow. And again, this is the shot. I might try and go into the red, but it depends on the angle I'm left on that last yellow. Right, what do I do? Do I go into the red? I think I've got to. I think I've got to go into it. That was the risk. That was the risk. If you hit it thin, you weren't going to leave yourself a shot. Oh, that's really, really, really annoying. All right, we've only got the corner double now. Let's get it in here. Fuck's sake, that's so irritating. Got greedy. Didn't have to move it. Should have just played into open table and took the cut. £5 for a golden break. Alright, we'll see if we can get it on this one, mate. It's 9 and 9. I'm clipping these frames regardless, I think. Make a little montage of this live stream. It's been pretty good. Started off horrendously. How's it going, Wilbur? All right, last chance. I don't mind that it's a dry break. The key is to clear up. All right, still not an easy finish, but I have to go yellows. Can't go reds because of this yellow, so what's the order? Oof, God. I might double one of these next, you know. Try and get rid of these. If I can double that one second, and it goes, there's a chance. Okay. So how do you figure these out? That yellow over there, that yellow, doesn't go past this yellow, annoyingly. So the ideal finish is you play this one second last, land there, play this last, and then you just got an easy black. But that isn't the way I'm going to be able to do this. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get rid of this one early. So I'm going to play this one, and if I can land that gap, the finish becomes this one to here. What's that? Am I still live? My phones have just switched off. If I'm assuming I'm live. Actually, let me check. No, I'm assuming I'm live. I can't see any chat or anything right now, but I am going to assume I'm live. So yeah, the finish is there, to here, play that, to there, play that, to there, play that, to there, play this one in here, and then black goes in there as well. That all depends on whether I can get this position. Apologies. No, I can't. So that ignore everything I just said. It's throwing me right off. And now this is not a finish. I have to screw back to this position. I can't see any of the chat. Apologies if you've written any questions or anything. I need to screw back to here, literally on that dime. Has to go there. I'll tell you what. Chance. Too straight, is it? Come on. Let's go. All right. Again, I'm assuming I'm live. I am. 1 second. Thanks so much for the gift. I can't see you guys on YouTube. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna... Why is that doing that? Hang on. Give me a sec, guys. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Sorry. Don't know why, but the program that I use to be able to see all the chat is just closed completely. Just trying to reboot it. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, you guys on TikTok are now back. As you can see, I can basically see my phone on the screen. And it just disappeared a second ago. But yeah, thanks so much for checking that out. That was a decent finish there. Happy with that, considering I've started off by having 5 missed clearances back to back. Guys on YouTube, I'll be with you in a sec. Considering I had 5 missed clearances back to back, it's not a bad way to finish. Let me just reconnect this to the thing. Thanks so much for the gift, Metal Maniac. Hang on, give me 2 seconds, guys. If I pause the live for a sec, just give me 2 seconds. As you can see, I couldn't, basically I lost all the chat that was on the screen, it just disappeared. Whew. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It's the first time in a while I've got to 10 before the missed clearances. But yeah, should we do the 45 ball drill? I'm feeling all right. It's probably going to make me feel really bad, but let's give it a go. If you guys have got any questions, feel free to ask. Alright, so we've got 45 balls and I've got to clear them up without missing, without hitting another ball, and without doubling or planting any balls. The hardest drill I've been shown. It's so destroyingly difficult. I've never completed it. The most I've ever got is like 38, I think, or something like that. I can't remember. Alright, so we've got to straighten up the lines. Have your BMW. Okay, I'll hold you to that, Stephen. I'd have that same bet. I think you could have that same bet across the next year and your BMW will be safe. But me finishing at any time, not just first time. So it's just straightening up the reds, all the balls. Let's go. I mean, there might be the odd one that's not perfectly straight, but pretty much good to go. I don't know what I was trying to do there. I caught in two minds. I was trying to land there for this one, but I don't know why. Didn't need to do that at all. Alright, I'm just going to mess up if I play any one of those shots. So, start again. Do you feel a difference when using the town chalk as opposed to normal chalk? Feel the difference, not so much. Notice the difference, yeah. Right, there's no marks on my table. This looks brand new. Whereas if it was triangle, I'd have to be brushing it all the time and it would still have blue marks all over the table. can we all agree that I've made a huge error of putting that yellow really far over? I'm going to move it. So it's straight line. That will become apparent in a sec. Maybe not. Alright, we're just getting started, so I've got past 5 balls, which I'm happy with. Twice. That never happens. Normally it's 2 balls and only 2 balls for the first 5 minutes, for the first 10-15 minutes, so. Okay. Buckets. God knows what I'm going to play after this. I am on that. That's very handy.
Oh, you idiot.
That would have been so nice if that had gone in as well. Now, a lot of you are probably saying, why didn't you play the green? But the problem is, if you start potting all the balls in the middle and you leave the ones on the cushions, you're not going to finish it. So you've got to try and get rid of those intermittently. If that goes in though, I'm on that. Oh, so annoying. We'll keep going though. How do I do, mate? You right? Thank you. Didn't touch that red, just missed it. Halfway hotel. Jeez. Just left myself in a really awkward position now. I was halfway between position on both. That's why I messed that up. Should have had a bit. Should have got at least 10 more balls on that. Oh my God, just drop. It's impossible for me to not hit that yellow if I go for that. I'm trying to swerve. Or have I got a spin ball? Oh, no. How long have I been trying? About a year. Now I use it as practice sometimes. Obviously I'd love to finish it one day, but it's just good for just overall cue ball control. It's red. Again, can we just agree that red is way offline? Alright, it's better. So we're looking close together. Yeah. make some. Skip. Ugh. Oh, might have touched it. I'm going to play it as if it did. I wasn't watching it. I was watching the yellow. It's not touching ball, but I didn't see it move, but I'll just play it as if I hit it. I don't want to watch that back and be like, oh man, I've hit that red. If anyone saw that, they can tell me if I did hit it. Anyone from the YouTube end would be ideal. Starting to struggle now at 4 balls, which is never good, never a good sign. I'm gonna have one more attempt that gets over 15 balls, and then if I don't make that one, I'll give up. I'll be back doing this challenge though, so if you want to see it again on a live stream, hit that follow button or that sub button, depending on which platform you're watching on. There's currently 1,600 of you watching on TikTok, 250 of you watching on YouTube. Opposite ends of the table. And if you want to see it from the other end, check out the other channel on my bio. There's no way I could have avoided that, I don't think. All right, 2 more tries, and then I'm giving up because I can't get past 5 balls at the moment. Again, I will be back doing this again another time. I realise the majority of you have just joined as I'm doing this, but yeah. Let's get one more 10 ball run at least. Answers on a postcard, that yellow is so far over to the right. Why have I done that? This yellow, I mean. Need to get rid of this. Oh my God. Talk about slowing down on the cloth. Jesus. Alright, that's me done after that. That happening has annoyed me, so I'm just going to finish. I know I haven't completed it, but I'm not going to complete it today. See if I can do it quick. Alright, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I'm going to shoot off. That's me done. I was just messing around there at the end. Yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to head off in the next 20 seconds, basically. Twice, exactly the same position. Hit that follow button or that sub button if you can, and you'll be able to see me try and do this trick shot 3 in a row. This is great. Hit that sub button and have your notifications on for when I go live again. Because again, I'm going to shoot off now. Let's do a quick speed pull set. as fast as I can, pop these balls without missing. Let's go. Nearly. Tell you what. Anyway, yeah, so that's me done, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's been a good live today. I had, what did I do? I was 5-0 down in clearances and won 10-9. I had how many in a row? I can't think how many I had in a row actually. 8 in a row, 9 in a row, something like that. Clearances from the break. But yeah, hit that follow button if you haven't already, or the sub button on YouTube. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, more English 8-ball pool action if you do. So, cheers guys, appreciated. Again, if you've got any last second questions, feel free to put them in the chat and I'll get them answered real quick. It's the trim, definitely. Hair's not in my eyes anymore. Any last second questions? Am I a pro? No, not good enough to be a pro. Not consistent enough to be a pro, unfortunately. How do you get 9 balls for an English 8-ball table? Search on Amazon or search on Google. Just type in English 8-ball sized 9-ball balls. How long have I been playing? Over 30 years. See you later. All right. Yeah, I've got to shoot. Lauren's just walked in, so I've got to go. 2,000 of you watching on TikTok right now. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hit that follow button if you haven't already. Same on YouTube. There's 80 of you on there. You guys hit that sub button if you can. And I'll be live probably Monday or Sunday evening, one of the two. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys soon. Guys on YouTube, thanks so much for tuning in. And yeah, I will catch you guys on the next live. See you later.